It's well known that I dislike Rekkles, mainly because his style of play is fraudulent for a superstar from the AD carry position, a point I made all the way back in 2014. It staged fantastically. He's a KDA player when at times you have to go for it to win the game. And then thirdly, because he was fraudulent in that regard, he was carried by his solo laners to the majority of his titles. Then lastly, he's someone who behind the scenes is an enormous diva, who's constantly protected. Those stories just don't come out. Don't worry, I'll bring them out one day. That's why I dislike him. Keyword dislike. Rekkles stans hate upset, viscerally hate upset, because he's not Rekkles. So as they cheer on Vitality's massive underperformance, let me just remind you of some fun facts. So Rekkles hasn't won a title in the LEC ever. Actually, it became called the LEC in Season 9, so he's never won an LEC title. His last title was in the EULCS in 2018 when he played with Caps. So miss me with the idea this edition of Rekkles is a champion. If I brought up in Season 6 about how Froggen was really amazing in Season 2 to point out how good he is in Season 6, wouldn't you all go, that was ages ago? Well, Season 2 to Season 6 would be 4 years, whereas 2018 to 2023 is 5 years, isn't it? So miss me with that one. So Rekkles agreed to play for Fnatic in 2021 and he was going to play with their team. They were going to put it all together, but then he docked and ran and went to G2 against his word and joined a true super team. That was a team that had won all the other 4 players had won the last 4 splits in a row. MSI gone to the final of Worlds and then the next year gone to the semis. So fantastic resume, about the best Western team any player has ever joined, logically core. No one's had a better setup than him. Now, what did he do with that? He didn't make a single final that year and he failed to make it to Worlds. Now, Upset joined Fnatic in Rekkles' place. And, oh, that's right, they went on like a miracle run through the playoffs, winning clutch series after clutch series after clutch series that summer, with a role-swapped jungler and a rookie top laner who was a 2-trick and didn't even play the meta champions. And they had, what was that? A lot of people said the best bot lane in the West, right? And they made it not only to the final of the summer split, but they made it to Worlds. Now, on Upset's run to Worlds, he actually played Rekkles' G2. He played them in what was the last ever playoff match of Rekkles' career thus far in the LEC. And what happened in that? All right, Upset's team beat Rekkles and his super team and eliminated them from Worlds contention, and then instead went to Worlds himself. Then, last year, Rekkles wasn't even in the LEC. He was for Carmine Corp in the LFL. Meanwhile, Upset was on Fnatic still, who were 2nd in the first split, 3rd in the second split, went to Worlds, and they beat T1 in a game there, who, by the way, made the finals and were 1 game from winning the whole event. Last split, in the spring split of LEC, Upset's Vitality finished 3rd overall. Rekkles' Fnatic was eliminated in last place in the group stage, in part because in Game 3, with a chance to win the game, Rekkles fail-flashed over the Nexus, died immediately. They didn't end the game, and actually Mad Lions ended up winning that game, went with the whole split and went to MSI. That was Rekkles' last ever game as AD carry. I heard he got benched in Fnatic and then decided to role swap. He now no longer even plays in LEC. Now you all go on and have a good time now.